Hi, and welcome to Brookdale Newsmakers, your source for what's happening on our campus and in your community. I'm Mike Olcsvay. Joining us today is the director of the Sandy Hook Ocean Institute, Dave Grant, to talk about the Teachers in Space program. Thanks for joining us today, Dave.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me over.
What is the Teachers in Space program?
Well, as you probably know, the shuttle has been retired, and so the U.S. has limited access to space now. And the FAA and NASA have encouraged this commercialization of space. And the earliest portions of that are all taking place out in Southern California. There are quite a number of new businesses. Richard Branson, Virgin Atlantic is one most people know, to build these small suborbital spaceships that will get up above 99% of the Earth's atmosphere for these short-term suborbital flights. So they're rocket-powered. They will be under power for only about 3 minutes after they take off from an airport, and the rest will be just to glide and drift into up to about 300,000 feet, which is a lot farther than airplanes.
How did you get involved with Teachers in Space?
Well, I've worked on some projects with NASA before, and I asked whether I was interested in it by a colleague, and of course, couldn't say no, so went out there for their training and also to work on materials to share this technology and science with teachers so that they can get their students involved and more interested in science and engineering.
Now, why were you so interested of going out to California with them, and what's your personal connection to suborbital flights?
Well, one, I couldn't say no, but two, actually, my family's first home in the States was down in White Sands, New Mexico, and my father was involved with the military family, but they were testing the V-2 rockets that they captured from the Germans and whatnot, and those were really the first big suborbital programs. And then out at Sandy Hook, those missiles, the Nike missiles there, are also suborbital. And so I've been driving past those every day for the last 20, and I actually had seen some launches down at Wallops Island, Virginia, when they used those same rockets for, again, suborbital, 100-mile up atmospheric research and whatnot.
Now, you said teachers getting involved to help their students. How are teachers getting involved?
Well, a couple of ways. There's going to be a lot of curriculum material on the engineering that goes into all this. And also, ultimately, there will be teachers that are going to fly with Branson and these other groups as part of the profit-making end of it initially. Is this space tourism business, where 5 or 6 people will pay a hefty sum to fly in one of the regularly fly up on these trips. But spaces are being made available by the foundation and whatnot for teachers also to fly on those. And they've already chosen 7 actually from around the country.
Just really quickly, what are some of the career options that a student can get involved with on the engineering side of this?
Yeah, well, it's all brand new stuff. Working with new components, composite materials, new types of fuels. It's a wide open field, and it will be a big field. I mean, they have visioned not just the space tourism, but launching microsatellites from these units into orbit, and commercial transportation of materials, and then also all the things we do now, photography from space, mapping, things like that.
Well, thank you for coming on. It seems like a very interesting topic and everything.
Great.
Thank you for joining us. Today's guest was the director of Sandy Hook Ocean Institute, Dave Grant. For more information or to watch us on demand, log on to brookdalecc.edu. I'm Mike Olcsvay. Thanks for watching.